Do you have people ending up on the screen in any content that you're producing? Whether it's content you're getting from others to incorporate in your content or people that you're recording yourself, don't forget those people have rights that are separate and apart from the copyrights, and you've got to nail them down. Hey, so as part of that rights clearance process, we talked about the copyright releases if you're getting third-party footage. But here's a question that sometimes gets overlooked, even as that part of that process. Are there people in those photographs? Are there people in that old footage? In fact, is your content going to include actual people in the content? Well, if so, you need to get the rights from those people to appear in your content. And that's not part of the copyright. The original copyright owner that's going to give you rights to those photographs or that third-party footage that we've talked about before, they're giving you the rights that they have. And most of those agreements will say we're giving this to you as is. We're not guaranteeing you have the right for all of the usages that you might want for anything that may appear inside of the footage. So when you're talking about people, you're talking about their own personal rights to appear. Rights of privacy, rights of publicity. You're going to need a document. Typically the simplest form is something called an appearance release. So an appearance release is just that. The person gives you the right to capture their appearance. They agree to appear in your footage. You can capture their spoken and written thoughts. You can record them on video and so forth. And they give you the right then to use that footage in your content. As we've talked about before, it's very, very important for you to understand the nature of the use you want to make of it so that that's included in the rights you get from the person. But if you're not interviewing that person live and you've got people that exist inside of the footage that you've acquired from somebody else, you may have to track down those people, you may have to follow through and get appearance releases from them. Now there's another area here where it's very important too to consider. This is something called the right of publicity. So that is essentially the right, mostly recognized for public figures, but if you're going to use people, if your content, your ultimate usage, remember it's your usage that matters, not where they showed up originally, but if your usage is going to be promotional or advertising in any way, that's going to trigger this right of publicity, the right for people to control their own identities used in promotional purposes. So if that's going to be part of your usage, you need to make sure that that appearance release or whatever that document is expressly includes the right to use their name, likeness, identity, image, etc. in promotional works. Now it may be limited to promoting your content. Let's say you're doing a film and you want to have the right to include maybe the footage with that person is the best part of the excerpt and you want to pull that out as part of the advertisement for your film. You're going to need the right of those individuals to be used in the context in promotional or advertising purposes. That language needs to be in writing so it's not in dispute. The right of publicity law in this country is all over the place. You do not want them to get into court fighting over, so make sure that language is in writing from the people in the first place. So remember, the human beings inside the footage, whether it's your original content or the content that you get from others, those people have rights separate and apart from the copyright owners. You can't overlook the people in your videos. Thanks for hanging out with the Screen Lawyer. Talk soon.